Get on up in here. Get on up in here. Don't run from it. Run to it. Let's make it do what it do, man. Y'all holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. Practice what you preach. Stop doing what you don't say. Hey, stop doing what you say, what you don't do. Stop saying what you don't do. Come on, get on up in here. Get on up in here, man. I'm gonna wait on y'all to get on up in here. It's your boy OG Bam. We gonna talk about it this morning for a hot second, man. I got things to do. I got things to do. I can stop going to the doctors doing my breath, my breathing treatment. So I'm finna go pick up my breathing treatment machine, my asthmatic machine. You understand what I'm saying? Handle my business, man. Hey, let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Get on up in here, don't run from it, run to it. It's your boy, man. Every day somebody sends me something to see, man. Every day somebody send me something to watch and ask my opinion. And I'm gonna give it. I'm definitely gonna give it, man. We're gonna talk about the gay dude that's saying he a Crip. We're gonna talk about how these channels is trying to implicate that Brick Baby and C-Mac is validating this dude or giving this dude the stamp of approval. We're going to talk about what OG Percy said about it. We're going to talk about the dudes that's trying to throw lugs and shades at Crips and throw lugs and shades at Dot Moves. We're going to talk this morning, man. Whatever y'all want to do, it's Wednesday. We're going to make it pop, baby. Get on up in here, man. We got two people in one light. Come on up in here, man. We've been in here almost 2 minutes, man. Y'all got to get on up in here, man. Make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. It's up. The sun is when it come out. It's gonna be hot. You understand what I'm saying? We got to make it do what it do, man. Y'all get on up. I got to go to the barbershop tape too, man. You understand what I'm saying? Get the stuff cut off, man. You understand what I'm saying? We got to make it do what it do. Y'all get on up in here, man. Let's make it do what it do. But somebody, 4 o'clock this morning, somebody sent me a clip and I did a video on it. Big note up in the house. What it do, baby? And I don't know why people is trying to make this gay dude out to be this super Crip or this Crip dude. That dude is not a Crip, man. That dude is not a Crip. And the dudes that's trying these shows that's still in the content when these dudes posting pictures of them. Let me share this. They know what they doing. They clout chasing. They doing anything to create content. The gay dude that's calling himself a Crip. I don't have nothing against nobody's sexuality. I don't have nothing against the gay community. None of that. I don't want nobody to misconstrue that. They're doing this to create content. And it's pathetic. It's pathetic how they allow the puppet master to pull their strings, how they allow themselves to be prostituted out and to sell their soul. Man, these dudes getting on YouTube and selling. They do anything to chase that bag. All money ain't good money, man. All money ain't good money. I don't want no money that I got to get to belittle myself to get it. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, you dudes, get on here. Somebody sent me a few clippings. They showed the picture with Brick Baby, the dude Sharp, the pimp dude Sharp, Brick Baby, and C-Mac with the dude, whatever his name is, the gay dude supposed to be a Crip. They show a picture of him. Brick Baby give him about that much space between, because he ain't trying to even touch the boy, right? But what I commend Brick Baby and C-Mac on is this. They didn't let that dude put a Crip sign up. They even told the clown to go drink, actually Old English. You're going to drink Old English like C-Mac. Let me share this with you, man. Why everybody love stealing content on what C-Mac do when he talk disrespecting the Hoovers? But ain't nobody saying, hey, C-Mac, you on a picture with a Hoover. You got Hoover kill on you. Why ain't nobody saying that about the dude? Let me tell you why. Because dude ain't a Crip. He ain't from Five Deuce Hoover. He out of state. He definitely ain't from Five Deuce Hoover out here. Because I know some Five Deuce Hoovers that'll get on him. Right? I ain't advocating no violence. I'm trying to give y'all some real facts here. Now, if this dude is from Five Deuce Hoover, what does it look like he's standing next to C-Mac when C-Mac got that Hoover thing on his forehead? And if he was from Hoover, why would C-Mac be standing next to him and he got that tattoo on his forehead saying what he is to the Hoovers? Just popping in from them Jews. Kev Mac hip you how to collect them coins on YouTube donations. No, I don't know how to get that, man. I got Mac got to give me the game on that OG Classic. But listen to me. People need to start understanding something. These dudes create content because they clout chasing, and they do it at the belittlance of somebody else's expense, at the expense of somebody else, I mean. And it ain't cool. You get OG Percy. He said, yeah, man, when we lock up the C out here, man, we do it like this, right? And you bring it to a heart. And listen to me, when we started shaking hands and Crips did this, can't you see what that becomes? It becomes a change, man. It's like you connecting, right? And that's the purpose of that. It's not this. Dudes create, they just come off the dribble with their own creation. And they trying to be more than what they are. OG Percy can take pictures. Anybody can take a picture with who they want. I get that man his proper for saying that and doing that. But if you're a Crip and you sitting up here letting that letting that gay dude throw up a Crip sign, you are saying he's a Crip. And he's claiming your hood, because that's the hood you claiming. And that's the hood he say he from. So if you giving that dude the stamp, you need to tell him. But if he's not, you should have been the first one to say, man, check this out, man. Don't throw no Crip sign on no picture with me. And you ain't from Fadu's Hoover out here. So, but Percy sit up and say, well, the Hoovers said for him to come out here and check in. He don't want to come out here, that they Crip different out there than they Crip out in Los Angeles, California. But it's obvious that we do. It's obvious that we do. Yeah, that's crazy. Say it again, B-Note. And they don't seem to get that. But y'all need to understand, man, you got these European people behind the scenes. And they manipulating these brothers to belittle not just Crips and Bloods, but belittle the black race. Because they know we all gonna say something about this, right? I don't understand why C-Mac and Brick Baby and Sharp allowed themselves to be photographed with this dude, but anybody can take a picture with anybody they want. We all know punks, homosexuals, gays, whatever we choose to call them. We all know those type of people. Everybody know a gay dude. Everybody know every lesbian know another lesbian. Every female know a lesbian girl, even though she ain't on pussy. That ain't the issue. The issue is when you watch this. I want y'all to grasp what I'm about to say. It's not about belittling what I represented in my life, Crip. It's about belittling my race. And you're trying to belittle my race. And that's how I'm taking it. And we need to start understanding that the puppet masters is pulling our strings and on base, you're selling your soul because you're chasing the bag, and all money ain't good money. You dudes need to be careful what you say. Practice what you preach. Start doing what you're going to do. Because y'all opening your mouth and you're not practicing what you preach. Y'all saying what y'all do. Now watch this, man. I like Brick Baby. I like this guy. I like any man that chases money. I just don't chase any type of money. All money ain't good money. But you sit up and say you won't do nothing to Cowboy. Race first. You sit up and say you won't fight Cowboy because he's a rat. Yet you're willing to get in the boxing ring with a known rat. Charleston White. Don't contradict yourself, little brother. Let's keep it hood. Let's keep it hood. Let's keep it hood. You dudes getting on here, man, and y'all, and I love the fact that Brick Baby established on No Jumper. He chasing this money. I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you know how to get your money, brother. I ain't got nothing against you. I like you get at. I like how you be fly. You know what I'm saying? Your swag is, it's semi. But sometimes we got to practice what we preach. If you ain't willing to take a fade with Cowboy and they ain't out, and they ain't subscribing to that, why would you want to advocate yourself for fighting Charleston White? Charleston White is trying to get you caught up in something that you don't need in your life. That's why he putting guns all up on YouTube saying, this is what I got for you. Don't you know, let me share this with Brick Baby. Don't you know every time somebody get at you, the best thing they do to try to humiliate you is when they disrespect Nip. And so when they disrespect the Nip, they ain't just disrespecting the 60s, they disrespecting the Crips. Whenever somebody disrespect any Kiwi that's resting in peace or any Damu that's resting in peace, he's disrespecting the Damus. Whenever he disrespecting any Crip that's resting in peace, he's disrespecting Kiwiism. And that's not cool. That's that YouTube propaganda. That's that real propaganda that most dudes on YouTube like to spread. You understand what I'm saying? We need to start understanding that we ain't got to be led by the enemy. And a lot of you young brothers on here and older cats that be putting 100 on it is being man, tone that shit down, take that mess off. That shit don't intimidate nobody. A dude like me is intimidated by actions, not by your mouth, not by the demeanor you trying to put off. I'm not intimidated by that. You trying to pump yourself up. You trying to convince yourself that you something that you're not. I'm not convinced, right? What I am convinced of is y'all really don't give a fuck about what's going on in the black community. That y'all really don't want peace in the black community. That y'all just as worse as the puppet master that's pulling y'all strings. Because y'all the ones belittling yourself. Can't nobody else belittle you but yourself. Can't nobody else hinder you but yourself. Oh yeah, man. They say all money ain't good money. Let me share something with you, man. Ask every dude that was known in the dope game that went to the feds. Ask them how much money they came back home to. Because when the feds get you, they want to make sure you damn near broke when you come home. Right? So we need to understand this, man. Let's keep it 100 when it comes to our blackness. I don't care about you representing your hood. I don't care about what you say about your hood. But when it comes to this blackness, represent it 110%. Stop representing less. Give us your all. Only where they care about our if a bag comes with it. Say it again. Be no, and you don't think I get that, man? Watch this, man. It's a damn shame. Half of these dudes, 85% of these dudes on YouTube say they're a big homie. Yeah, I had my little homie do. So I heard somebody say that. Yeah, I had my little homies get on somebody. Man, dude, you ain't got it like that when you directing somebody on a mission. You don't know how to go on a mission yourself. See, every dude you hear me call big homie, they earned that title. They earned that title. They earned that title, and they lead by example. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get the title of being called a big homie, that means somebody is following you, and some part of you they want to be like. And I can't imagine what's up, Mayweather? I can't imagine dudes that these dudes say they big homies, that somebody want to be like them. You understand what I'm saying? I come to the conclusion that most black folks don't want to get it together. No one wants to give their life for the people. No one wants to die for the people. Word to Dr. Huey P. Newton. Hey, watch this. I stand on my blackness, OG Classic Jones. I'm willing to die for my blackness, man. You know what I'm saying? The same energy I put in front of it, I put in my blackness. Solo, what it do? The same energy, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no choice in my blackness. It was a choice in my gang activity. See, a lot of people believe we gang members because we come from a broken home. No, man, I came from a wonderful family. Mother and father had hell of ass jobs, 4-bedroom house. You understand what I'm saying? I never went to bed hungry. You never seen an empty refrigerator in my house. My daddy was my first baseball coach. You understand what I'm saying? One of my Pop Warner coaches. You understand what I'm saying? He was a father figure in my cousin's life that didn't have a father at their house. You understand? All my uncles was mentors in my life. My big cousins was mentors in my life. I chose to want to be a gangbanger. I decided that the dream my mother had for me that I wanted to turn into a nightmare and chose this life I was started living. And I regret that. I didn't come from a broken home. I might have came from a broken community that I break. I'm not a product of my environment. My environment is a product of me. Anyone against black peace is an enemy. Say it again, man. And that's what people need to start understanding. If you ain't for your blackness, you're an enemy of the state. Just like you hear the dude, Taz TV dude. He say, oh, man, I told y'all, down south blacks, we more down it when it come to our people. Dude, check this out. What that white dude did to that brother, if he'd have did that in California, he'd have got the same goddamn treatment. If he'd have did it in New York, he'd have got the same goddamn treatment. If he'd have did it in Denver, he'd have got the same goddamn treatment. Don't sit up and think what happened in Alabama make them any stronger than us. Because black folks, we all come together when something like that happen. But do we know how to stay together when something like that happen? Hell no. So we come together as a glove when we see the enemy tripping. As soon as we get the smoke clear, we stand divided again. Time to put them rags down and raise them black fists and unite as one united. We stand divided, we fall. They don't seem to get that, Solo. They don't watch this. We stand divided, we gonna fall. And half of these dudes don't know how to. If you don't stand for something, you falling for anything. Why you think they acting the way they act? Like here you see the Snoopy dude. He coming back. He comes back and do a video. Somebody just sent that to me about 20 minutes ago. Say, check him out. Say he in Anaheim. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I spent $800 on rooms. I spent $1,500 on rooms with 2 beds in them. But your kid's sleeping on the air mattress. Listen to what he's saying. He's bragging about sleeping in these fly rooms. Can't nobody be where he at. But when his kid's mama was showing a video how he was tearing the house up, we seen air mattresses. So while you spending that $800, giving it to that white establishment for you can have 1 room, or $1,500 for you can have 2 beds in the room, that $1,500 can buy a whole bedroom set for your kids. So get them off that air mattress while you sleeping in the bed for $800 a night and $1,500 a night. That's what we need to start understanding. You being up in Anaheim and on the 10th floor in the room, that I'm not impressed with that. You impress me if you get your kids off the air mattress. You impress me if you take your kids where you at, trying to be fly. You understand what I'm saying? You impress me when you stop talking about your kid's mama. And when she watch this, suddenly she's feeding the homeless because she got that off CMAC. So we can't take certain things you got to get CMAC his proper for. Yeah, he feed the homeless. Do we go downtown to Skid Row? No. Pay attention. You see blacks, well, pay attention to the community CMAC is at. They get CMAC so far away from, they trying to get CMAC so far away from black folks because they know his disrespect can get him hurt amongst his people. So what they need to be doing is trying to lace the homie. Give him game like, hey man, stop talking about your people. But see, if he stop talking about black folks, ain't nobody gonna subscribe to him. See, that's what they do. They get you by thinking, yeah, man, I got a few dollars for you, here a few bucks. And for a nigga who ain't never had no money, any type of money is some money. You get this other dude talking about somebody, oh, Hoodie Hood sold Esmone out. You Crip YouTubers. I don't know what he meant by Crip YouTubers. But for some reason, you do sure love keeping Crip in y'all mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all love keeping Crip in y'all mouth. And y'all seem to know more about Cripping than the Crips. You understand what I'm saying? Shit, we need to call y'all Raymond, Tookie, Mac. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know more about Keywayism and Damuism based on what you seeing these other dudes do. Let me really share this with y'all, man. Percy, Brick Baby, and CMAC is not the face of Crip. Trust and believe that. Can't understand how they throw away so much money. Say it again, man. CMAC, Brick Baby, and Percy is not the face of Crips. Listen to me. When you get these dudes on here trying to be the face of anything, shit, that might be you dudes feeding into that bullshit. But Raymond Washington is the face of Crips. Raymond Washington only triple OG because that's the only real OG. Everybody else earned that title. And that's a title earned, not given. You can't be 20 years old, start gangbanging, and suddenly you're an OG. Who told you that, man? Our gang should be our army for our protection. Hey, watch this, man. That's the purpose of Crips and Bloods beginning. It was to protect the community. Instead, we did ourselves a disfavor and started destroying our community and started killing each other. You understand what I'm saying? Then you get these wannabe so-called OGs. Yeah, let's take it back to the day where we can fist the fight because of what they heard when Crip and Blood first came out. Man, you ain't but 51 years old, so what you know back in the day? Yo, back in the day, it's 94. Some of these dudes is 50 and 51, and I thought they was my age. Man, they look older than me. You understand what I'm saying? They get on here, they want to talk about prison. Well, I was in Avenal. I was here. Then they talk about the 4-yard, but you don't never hear them say what 4-yard they was on. But they'll sit up and tell you what a transpire on the 4-yard if a dude came. Let me share this with you, man. When I first went to prison, if a Crip came to that yard, no matter if he was 60s, front hood, nutty, Tanner, 40s, 5'5", Hoover, whatever Crip said he was from, if it was a snitch jacket on him, he didn't have to worry about his homeboys getting on him. He had to worry about the Crip community getting on him. Same with the Damus. If he was from Piru and he was a snitch jacket on him, and it was proof that he was snitching, he didn't have to worry about a Piru getting him. He had to worry about the Bloods getting him. And when I say blood, I ain't separating blood from Piru. All dudes represent a red rag to me as Bloods. They Damus to me. That's that old school shit. When people want to talk about that old school shit. If you ain't never had no money, when you get some, it's not yours, especially if it's come easy, you don't know how to use the money. It use you. Say it again, man. Say it again, man. You understand what I'm saying? Check this out. And I want y'all to really understand this, man. Half of these dudes, not half of them. Only dudes I was on the level 4-yard with ever came on YouTube. Cute, Rocky. I was on the level 4 when Big U first came to the pen, and Big U started on the level 4. I'm gonna give my boy that. These other dudes wasn't on these 4-yards with us, man. And they that came to prison when we was on the 4 yards. I ain't talking about Big U. Because when Big U came to prison, prison was still like it was when I first got there in 79. It was kind of real violent. More knife play than fight play. Right? It started changing at the beginning of the 21st century. Listen what I'm telling you. These dudes that talk about that 4-yard would have been on the 4-yard in the 80s. They wouldn't have had to worry about their homeboys. Your ass would have got hit. As soon as a motherfucker knew you was selling and the paperwork was presented, if we already had the paperwork and it was confirmed that you was a rat, you was gonna make it come off R&R. I mean off orientation. Because we can't get you in that cell. We ain't the ones to tell us your cellie to get on you. Your cellie is to bait you in to make you feel comfortable. Because 9 out of 10, you might get the share and say, man, I got a little smut on me with your cellie. I go, man, it's cool. Your name ain't on the yard. He really baiting you in, getting you comfortable. But when you hit that yard, you might go to your homeboys and try to explain it to your homeboys. And while you talking to your homeboy, another Crip gonna bust on you. Or while you talking to your Damu homie, another Damu gonna bust on you. That's how the game go. So you dudes that be putting 100 on it, talking about, yeah, you wouldn't have made it on the 4. A lot of you brothers wouldn't have made it on that 4. A lot of y'all wouldn't have made it on that 4. And I'm going to share this with you. If you went to Old Folsom after 86, after New Folsom was open, you know why they sent you to Old Folsom. And if you was in Old Folsom and they opened up New Folsom and you didn't go to New Folsom, you know why you didn't go to New Folsom, because you wasn't built for it. See, I was in the shoe in Old Folsom when they opened up Old Folsom. New Folsom, I mean. Because the shoe was behind one building in Old Folsom. So they sent us over there. And there was a whole lot of dudes that we thought was going to be over there with us, wasn't there. But so now they get on here and say, oh, yeah, this is what it is. I was in Old Folsom. Let me share this with you, man. You was in Old Folsom when they finally converted that motherfucker to a level 3. You didn't even have level 4 points no more. Your ass went to a level 3, didn't get a 115 in prison, went home on time. Listen to me, man. That's why I love my homie Gangsta Show. That's why I love Melly Mel Show, Kev Max Show, cartoons. Because we keep it 100. We ain't trying to put 100 on the 10 or 10 on the 2. We tell the truth, and you other dudes is misleading shit. Y'all come with this bullshit. Y'all trying to be more than you really are. Y'all want people to believe that y'all was beasts in the pen. Hey, man, I'm here to tell you, man, wasn't no one-man record from the pen, man. All these dudes doing this motherfucking jaw jacking on YouTube, man, I'm gonna call it 100, man. I'm gonna use one person for example. I ain't seen them do a third of what I done seen Cuse do in the pen, yet they say they was down as a motherfucker in the pen. So if they ain't did a third of what Cuse did, how the fuck you validating your soldierism, man? You ain't even did a third of what I did, and I did a third of what Cuse did, but I couldn't add up to half of what Houston did. You want me to tell you why? Because I looked at Cuse and watched Cuse, and Cuse was a mentor of mine. I didn't have to put down proper examples. Because Cuse also taught me your conduct is a better example than your knife play. Your knife play is being used when a motherfucker disrespect the integrity of who you are. You understand what? Went to hell and back. Say it again, story time. This is what people don't seem to get, man. I done been through the storm. I done been through the fire, man, and survived that shit. Now I want people to get it together and understand. I'm checking something. Right? So what I'm saying, that was my job. I had to look at that text, man, because I got to go back to work Monday. But anyway, excuse me. How many cats, didn't even make it out of the county jail life lost because they thought they were snitching? Come to find out they never snitched. They were found to be solid. I seen that happen in 4800. A brother got killed that they thought was snitching, and he wasn't the one that snitched. That made me look at Crip and Tune a different outside. Not my homies. Not my homies, man. See, putting a snitch jacket on somebody, man, back in the day, to just say he was a snitch was enough to get him hurt. What's up, Real Inglewood Mo was enough to get him hurt. I done seen dudes, man, have snitch jackets put on them through their crimes. And because that person, their crime was more loved, had more respect, or more reputable from the hood, they believed him. And this dude then got hit. Let me give you an example I'm talking about. It was a brother. Crip dude, both together. I get out the shoe in 84 and we on a visit. And he out there, man, and I didn't play no role in packing dude out in the county jail. But they had put a snitch jacket on this brother. So my mother and the little brother then went to the vending machine. His sister and his mother went to the vending machine because they was out there talking. They came in together. Me and dude got to talking. And I extended my apologies to him. My only reason I extended my apologies because I did not assist him. And he said, you know what, Bam, man, I ain't mad, man. People believe that dude. He said, I'm just glad I survived it. The only thing happened was that I got two black eyes. But that made me look at how people, not just cripping, how organizations and gangs treat people. Because they don't know how to stand on their own responsibility. They're not standing on their own responsibility. And it's a fucked up thing when you put snitch jackets on people. Now, when it comes to YouTube, every person you hear snitch jacket on, some form, shape, or fashion, somebody presented some paperwork. Now, don't present paper. Watch this. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't present paperwork and say, well, I got the paperwork right here. Here the paperwork I got, right? But don't read the paperwork. See, we don't know what that is if you ain't reading it, or if you ain't letting nobody else read it for you. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know what the fuck is in these envelopes. Understand what I'm saying? But putting a snitch jacket, man, can get somebody killed. I also have seen people damn near get killed for putting snitch jackets on people when they was lying. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you this. Every hood from Crip to Bloods got a snitch or more. Every hood got a rat. Every hood got a rat. You understand what I'm saying? So for a person to sit up and say, we don't snitch from here, they're a goddamn lie. Every hood got busters. Every hood got a rat or two. Every hood got a nigga that ran out in prison. More than one or two. So let's keep it 100. It ain't throwing shade, it's throwing reality. I'm throwing reality at you. I ain't throwing shade. I'm going to simply tell you this is another thing I want to bring to y'all attention. Crips and Bloods could not get any determined shoes, man. You hear these dudes younger than me saying they had an indeterminate shoe because they was Bloods or Crips, they lying. They lying. The only people, listen to me, man, and people, if Damu coming, he gonna confirm this. Anybody ever been to a level 4 gonna confirm this. Anybody ever did a shoe can confirm this. The only people that get Indeterminate Shoes was prison gang members. Crips and Blood is not a prison gang. Listen to me, it's not a prison gang. That's a street gang. They start calling us destructive groups in prison. The only people that got indeterminate was NFs, Serenos, Kumi, and Jama. Listen to me. They came out in the mid-90s, started saying, you know what, man, we're going to give y'all indeterminate shoes, the Crips and Bloods. They're going to give us indeterminate shoes, and this is how they was doing the indeterminate shoe. You might get a 5-year shoe, and you're going to do 4 years and 8 months on that 5-year shoe. You're going to do 4 years and 8 months in the hole. Third of that 5, that's 4 years and 8 months. Then they're going to attach 6 months to you. Not for mitigating factors. They're going to put 6 months on you. So when your shoe supposed to be up, then they attach an extra 6 months where they say, well, it's indeterminate. Basically what they're telling you is, if we let you out, if you don't get no write-ups, you're going to get out. If not, we're going to keep you for another 6 months. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what happened. That happened to me 2 times. Mr. Taylor in the house. That happened to me 2 times. I went to the shooter and said, man, you get an indeterminate shoe. I get a 34-month shoe. I got to do 28 months on the 34 months. 28 months and some extra months, right? 2 years and some months, 4 months. He said, but you got an indeterminate shoe. They take me to committee when it's time for my date to get out the shoe. And said, man, you got to do an extra 6 months. You part of the destructive group. Let me share something with you. If you ain't never heard nobody say Sukmar, Rosa Capers, James Miller, Cutes, me, a Rockhead, a bigger Scory them, say they had indeterminate shoes, don't you sit up and tell me they gave gang members indeterminate shoes. Because ain't nan one of us ever had an indeterminate shoe. We just did a lot of time in the shoe. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear these dudes putting 100 on it, let me share this with you, man. That's bullshit. When you see these dudes going into county jail, they quickly want to go at their black enemy. Hey, watch this, man. Ain't no Hispanic killed nobody in front of you. Right? And if Hispanic killed one of my homeboys, I responded to that shit in prayer. I don't give a fuck nobody saying you can doubt what I'm saying. I'm telling you, nobody killed somebody from my hood. That damn. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't the one, I don't like the front of this is said they don't tolerate bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? And I stand on my evidence. You understand what I'm saying? I led an immaculate program in prison that my young homies admired and respected my cripping. Some of them might have didn't like that I was CCO based on what they heard about prison before they got to prison. But when they ran across CCO members, they respected dudes that were CCO because we was firm in our cripping. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear these dudes, man, talking about they had indeterminate shoes, they goddamn lie. I remember when they first started building the dog kettles in the shoe. The dog kettles is cages. That's when dudes in my generation say, oh, man, fuck that shoe. Fuck that shoe. Man, I don't want to go to no motherfucking shoe. I ain't no dog. You ain't going to put me in a kettle. Then in Tehachapi shoe, everybody couldn't even make it to the yard. There wasn't enough cages. So you and your celly couldn't bust down together. And Tehachapi sells so big on the 4 yard, you can bust down with your celly in there. And it's room. You understand what I'm saying? But dudes never want to tell you the truth about their activities in prison. Because you got a motherfucking prison number don't mean you validated with your cripping or your damuism. That's that fake ass shit too, man. A lot of these dudes get on here saying they was doing this and doing that. Watch this, man. And I said this on one of my lives. Just said, if the damus would have ever caught me slipping, and I got packed out in the county jail before. Listen to me, man, about some PDLs. I'm in the holding tank, man. I come down from the pen. I ain't in the crip march. I go in this tank. You understand what I'm saying, dude? Like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from front hood, man. But I'm thinking if I say I'm some kid in the baby knot, I'm going to get a pass. That's what made them rush me. Because Baby Knot just beat the shit out of one of the PDLs in 4,300 and took his money back that he lost in the dice game. So these dudes got their get back on me. They pegged me out. And Tom Slick from 456, resting in peace. So, no, man, that's bam. That's bam. I don't want no fade no more. They packed me out and he got him up off me. I got my get back on him in the penitentiary. He come to the yard. He forgot what I looked like. I forgot what one of them looked like. And I bust a hole in him. Slipping in there. back in the day, wasn't nobody gonna get that dude no fella. Who told you that was gang banging? Gang banging consists of when they see you, when your enemy see you, they can get you. It ain't about, these youngsters just came with some integrity with it. But back in my era, if I seen my enemy and it was 3 front hoods and 3 pockets together, we gonna beat the shit out of him. We gonna stump his ass out. Now this young guy will come with informed integrity. Oh yeah, man, I need that fade. They give him that fade. But they put rules on their fade. Oh, you can't. If I put your ass on your back, I'm gonna give you a crip stumping. That's a real crip ass whoop, but I'm gonna stump your ass out. But these youngsters don't let them do that. When I heard that in the pen, I'm like, damn, now they telling them how to fight. No, man, no, that ain't how the game go. Gang bang consists of when your enemy get you, they can get you by any means necessary. So if y'all believe in fades, why you motherfuckers doing drive-bys? If y'all believe in head-up fades, why y'all believe in these drive-bys? Because watch this, you ain't getting at your enemy when you're doing the drive-by. You shooting at innocent kids. Dudes who don't bang, them the ones who get hit. So why you doing a drive-by? Get out the car and get your man. See, you don't know how to do that, but you know how to pin roses on you. Then you do say, I'm gonna give you a flower. Man, don't give me no flower. Don't you know when you saying you're giving a man his flowers, that means he's rested in peace. I'm still living. Don't give me no flower. Don't give me my propers. One dude said, I got my wings. Don't you know what that means when somebody tap you in Facebook, oh, my homie got his wings? Don't that mean he just passed? Why is these dudes coming with this fake ass bullshit, just saying shit because it sound fly? Come on, man. Real motherfuckers set trends. We don't follow fads, man. One thing about the system, you never know who will rise. Say it again, story time. That's what people don't get, man. You get these dudes trying to be big homies. That crack academic gave these motherfuckers these big homie titles, man. These OG titles. Watch this, man. I can name about 20 motherfuckers, and I ain't talking about just out of my hood. I can name about motherfuckers all through Compton. Say they OG this and OG that, never gang bang. Ain't never gang banged a day in their life. They got stuck on that crack, that pipe stuck them in their neighborhood because they knew all their homies' parents and uncles and big sisters and brothers selling you from the hood. And that can stroke the little homies. Man, I knew your daddy. Man, give me one of them rocks. Man, I ain't got but $8. And the homie, because he's speaking on his father good or his uncle good or his big cousin, he's impressed with that. So he looks out for him. A lot of these dudes, man, listen to me, man. Some of these youngsters came off the porch before some of these old fake-ass OG dudes, man. Listen to these wannabe OG dudes. A lot of youngsters came off the porch before them. Some of these youngsters, when it come to just being an OG from where you from, these youngsters is more OG than them. You got OGs, you got young dudes acting better than OG dudes is acting. They giving up a whole lot of intelligent motherfucking examples. Chasing that pipe would change your life. I'm trying to tell them, Stan, listen to me, man. That crack cocaine did a fucked up thing in the community. That crack cocaine made Crips go in blood sisters and get that crack. That crack cocaine made Bloods go in Crip hoods and get that crack. I used to get high. Man, I remember one time, man, I'm in my hood, man. My homie Bay Rob, my little brother Inch and Pote, them, they serving one night on the first. I hear a motherfucker, man, talking shit. I'm coming in the backyard, I'm finna give me some dope from Big Bay and my brother and them. Right, and go do me. The motherfucker talking. I hear Bay and my brother Inch finna get on this clown, right? They don't even see it coming. I said, oh, Teddy, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, Sherwood? Hey, let me holler at you, Chief. Tone that shit down. Tone it down. Another time something like that happened in our hood, motherfucker say, I put a motherfucker on Canary Roll and killed him. I ain't killed nobody. You dudes, man, just don't know. A lot of these dudes claiming the fame of being OGs ain't OGs from their neighborhood. They OGs from living in their neighborhood, but they wasn't gang. Every nigga lived in front hood ain't from front hood, man. Every nigga they lived and born and raised in front hood ain't from front hood. He lived in there. He lived there. He lived in my hood, but he ain't from my hood. Every nigga I went to school with didn't have no blue rag in his pocket and wasn't shouting front hood out, man. This, man, cripping wasn't easy. This shit hard, but somebody had to do it. Listen to me, man. The term OG just means someone who's been around before their time, more mature. That's it and that's all, man. I had a lot of a lot of big homies that went to Imperial Village Crip good to get dope because they didn't want us to see them buying dope. Exactly. Watch this, man. You hear dudes sit up and say what people can't go. Say because of hats. Listen, I ain't no tough brother. I ain't no hard brother. I just ain't no punk. You understand what I'm saying? But 99% of the time, you're going to see me with an F hat on. I'll be recognized because I give up good content on my show. I go wherever I want to go. That ain't saying I'm tough. That's saying I'm respectful. And that's how I'm going. Wherever I go, whatever hood I go to, and I cause my homies know where I be at. I let my people, I let certain people know where I be at. When they called me and said Lala Lamora wanted to see me in the West Side, I had already been in the West Side once or twice. So now they calling me, say, man, come on back over here. Woo! Antennas goes up. Is these dudes still tripping on this? Because I'm rolling over there with an F hat on in my car. Right there, nigga, I got my jewelry on in my Jag, got my F hat on. So I call a couple of my homies. Call my brother, say, man, I'm finna go on the West Side. Just in case something happened to me, they didn't know what happened, know where they was at, where I was last known to be at. So I called my boy back. I say, man, what's up? Why he say, motherfucker, ain't nobody tripping on you. He already know, because he think like I think. He say, somebody want to see you. He don't. I go, Mo, and one of the Fraser boys. Mark going in his pocket, break bread. What's up, love? I'm like, what's man? This motherfucker here, man, bam, told them they couldn't do a motherfucking thing to me in the penitentiary. Motherfucking right. Me and Mo and the Fraser boy, we sitting back reminiscing about our banger days in high school. And we like, man, that's kid shit. We grown ass men today. So when you see shit like that, that's maturity. That's respecting each other. You understand what I'm saying? And trust and believe, man. If you chase money, if you're a dude from your neighborhood that chase money, you fucking with a Crip. If a Crip a dude that chase money, he fucking with a blood in some form, shape, or fashion. Money ain't got no colors on it, it's only green. The only motherfucker on it is some dead white people that I truly, truly admire. You understand? The only white people I admire is the ones on that currency. Trust and believe that. They still trying to get you after all this time. That's crazy. Watch this story time, man. It is. Man, watch this, man. At one time, I was one of the dudes on the most wanted list from Westside Peru. And I deserve to be on that motherfucker. I was active. I'm a true front brother. I was with the business. But I earned their respect based on my Cripism on the street and based on my activities in prison. I was about to go live until I seen you, man. You should have told me, Kel Mac. I ain't gonna be long. Give me about 10 more minutes, loved one. Listen to me. Top of the morning to you too, Kel Mac. Z up in here. Listen to me, man. I used to sneak in West Side to chase females. Again, I'm gonna say this, and I don't never want nobody to think I'm lying. If you know my big homie Junkie Fred, he'll tell you. I done been in Puddin' House. I done been in Terry Carter House on Peru Street. There's a whole lot of Crips can't tell you that. Half these dudes that saying they G's on both sides don't know they rebel big homies. Some of these dudes, listen to me and Stanley in the same era. First generation, but we give our big homies like Salty Mac, Wash Pettin, Great Cross, LB and them they props, because them the starters of our hoods. You understand what I'm saying? We stay recognizing the real. So when you hear me say these dudes, they didn't give gangbangers indeterminate shoes, Ascari and Sumo ain't never had an indeterminate shoe. Then we just love living in the shoe. And when I was in the pen, man, listen to me. When I first went to prison, the shoes, all the drama was at the shoe with everybody. Crips, Bloods, Drama, Kumi, Emmett, and else. That's where the drama, yeah, we went at each other trying to speed each other, coming out our cell, hacks up, sawing our bars off, trying to come out our cell and getting at each other. But it was more drama on our yards amongst ourselves, because when you come to the shoe, you start cleaning up your backyard. Motherfuckers do a tissue paperwork check on a motherfucker. Going to the shoes like going to college. You finna learn some more techniques about your Cripism, your Damuism. You going to school. You reading a lot. And when you get out the shoe, the ones who ain't never did a shoe see the change in you. Because now you ain't with that bullshit. You ain't, watch this, man. When I came back down to Tracy from a level 4, Sumo on the Scorpion gave me that yard. I'm telling you, the Kumi, the up north dudes was walking behind me, and I heard a dude named Slim Guyton say, he said, man, that dude must be CCO. Because I was dressed. I'm neatly, I'm sagging. I got on these red line of DCs, this blue and gray Pillington, my blue Nick kickers, my blue golf hat, my blue rag. And I'm in a wing where the police was telling brothers they couldn't flag. You got me fucked up. This blue rag is part of my motherfucking tie, and it's coming in my pocket every time I come up to seal. But then I got to the point where I ain't even wear blue rags no more. Why I got to advertise my Crippin' when my Crippin' come from my heart. Crip come from your heart, man. People already knew I was a Crip. The reason a lot of dudes stop flagging in jail, because them flags make you a target. And I ain't want to be nobody target. I was already known for being a Crip, known for putting work in. I ain't trying to brag on me, man, but I done took niggas sacks in the pen. I done went in niggas' cell and took they shit. Buff niggas, tall niggas, little niggas, in between niggas. And then did it to a few white boys in Tracy, me and Rainbow from Father's Broadway, resting in peace. Did I ever get checked on that type of behavior? Hell yeah. But the reason I didn't get stabbed or DP is because I wasn't stealing it. I was going in the cell taking that shit. So you got dudes in the penitentiary now selling their souls off for a motherfucking phone that they can easily get. You get these dudes talking about, man, yo homie, if you'd have hit the yard, your homie, hell no. In the late 70s and 80s, you came to prison, I wouldn't give a fuck where you was from. If you was a motherfucking snitch, that's Crip business and Crip gonna get you. Your homeboy from your hood might be talking to you because he done baited your ass in and made you feel comfortable, but you got hit by a Crip. That's Crip business. Why you think I'm in this business? Why you think I talk about the gay boy? We don't do that. You Crips and Bloods fuck with punks? Yeah, you got some that do that in prison. But I ain't never seen a punk walk no yard with me in prison. It ain't gonna be no punk claiming my hood either. I wouldn't give a fuck how old I got, how grown I got. Let me hear a motherfucker gay boy tell me from front of him, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. That's just the Crip in me, man. I don't want you to think I'm on some negative shit this morning. I just get tired of the bullshit that these dudes do, selling their soul to chase a motherfucking bag. All money ain't good money. You want to chase a motherfucking bag and test your luck on something? Get on Kev Mack new channel, that sports channel, and ask Kev Mack what team to bet on. Take a chance on betting your money. Don't chase that bag like that, man. Stop belittling your motherfucking self. You can take a picture with who the fuck you want to take a picture with. But when you taking these pictures, these gay dudes, y'all need to let these people know these dudes ain't no motherfucking Crip. Stop giving people ammunition to throw lugs at what you represent. Because you putting a bad image on what you represent, and you're not the face of Crip. You're not the face of C-Mac, Brick Baby, and Percy is not the face of Crip. Them ain't Ramies. Them ain't Max. Them ain't Chookies. Them dudes ain't the face of nothing but their own motherfucking self. You understand what I'm saying? Every dude on here that got a snitch jacket on, bring their paperwork. Oh man, I got my paperwork, but don't never read. We don't know what the fuck is in that envelope. So get your ass off YouTube. Once a motherfucker say you snitching, get your ass off YouTube. They gonna stop talking about you. Stop making yourself some motherfucking content. Because you want some motherfucking money. Stop letting that white man pimp you out. If you want to get pimped out, just jump your ass out on Fig. Shit, jump your ass out on Fig and put a skirt and a thong on. You ain't got to do this shit on YouTube. You're making yourself look bad. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's the problem now, man. You dudes don't know how to keep it 100 on YouTube. Y'all trying to be more than the fuck you are. You motherfuckers was that tough, your name would have been came up in somebody's interview. Don't nobody hear about these dudes, man. And half the time you hear about them because they was on the news. And they was on the news for all the wrong motherfucking reasons. You wasn't in the news for putting in work. You was being on the news because you gave up a confidential source or something. You understand what I'm saying? Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it make sense. Why they can't go on Long Beach Boulevard? And they can go on that one too, Kev Mack. You feel what I'm saying? But listen to me, man. I don't like dudes that steal content from shows. I don't like dudes that take pictures off shows and tap into other people's shows. They tap in just to steal content and do all that, right? Stop trying to get clout chasing off Kev Mack, Bam, and everybody else. Y'all can't be us. Y'all can't walk a mile in our shoes, man. Listen to me, man. I wish I was able to walk a level 2 yard, a level 1 yard. I didn't want to. I didn't want to walk on the level 1, level 2. I wanted to be where Scary and Sumar, Big Andy, James Miller, Russell Capers, Pretty Tony, and Tabari then was at. I wanted to be there. I felt the Houston was at, Mike Stone once. I wanted to be on that 4 yard. I wanted to be where my big homies was at. Hey, man, did I think it was going to be easy when I got there? Hell no. I knew it was going to be dangerous. But I signed up for it, man. I signed up for it, man. Crippin' ain't easy, but a lot of us had to do it. Now crippin' is becoming embarrassing. And don't nobody want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? You dudes is embarrassing us with the behavior you motherfuckers is how the fuck do you say the word? I'm mad, I'm angry. Y'all displaying. Y'all making crippin' embarrassing. Everybody can't do this, man. So play your lane. Play your position. Stay in your box. Stay in your lane. If you a goddamn center field, don't try to come to shortstop because a line drive might come through that motherfucking, you can't handle it. You know you can't play third base. You know you can't play second base. A motherfucker still might try to spike you when he get to second base. Stop, play your position, man. If you mind your own, you live long. So again, before I tap up out of here, let me say this. Percy, Brick Baby, and C-Mac is not the face of Crippin'. And that gay dude that's around here telling everybody he a motherfucking Crip trying to sell this motherfucking music, he good at dropping on his knees, putting the dick in his mouth and spreading his ass cheeks. He ain't a Crip. He's not a Crip. He got an identity crisis already. He don't know what the fuck he want to be. So he's definitely not a motherfucking Crip. You feel what I'm saying? Correction, a lot of killers are snitches. In fact, say it again. I ain't watched it. Hey, Kev Mac, I ain't watched this, man. I done ran across a few killers that became raps. Told when they got caught. Watch this, man. Sammy the Bull started snitching, and snitching went to an all-time high. Snitching was here before Crippin' Blood, but snitching went to an all-time high. What's up, Damu? Snitching went to an all-time high. Once Sammy the Bull started telling, the mob didn't do nothing to Sammy the Bull. These motherfuckers said, I'm finna start telling. You go to prison now, the motherfucker with the biggest sack might be the biggest rat on the motherfucking yard. Because he had that money and he got that money now in jail, don't nobody want to do nothing to him. Everybody willing to sell their soul to the devil, man. I done played with the devil, man. Listen to me, had my ass caught up in prison. Now, I don't know snitch jacket, that ain't gonna never come out on bail. These dudes do background checks on people, man. They love, watch this. And a lot of people don't get this. I ain't throwing no lugs at Damus. But for some reason, once you say you're a Crip on YouTube, you become a target. Just like you're a Crip on the street, you're a target. We're well respected. We respected by all. But we hated by everybody. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. Everybody trying to see what's going on. Solo pin my question for Bam. I just answered it, Kev Mac. What you asked me? Yeah, correction. A lot of killers are snitches. Yes, it is. That's facts. That's facts. I watched this. I know a few dudes that had murders that was telling. I know a few of them like that. You understand what I'm saying? I know a few of them like that. Shit, I can't get away from that. Have you spoken to Russell? I ain't talked to Russell, man, since I've been home, man. And they say y'all doing good. You understand what I'm saying? They say y'all doing good. You feel me? But listen to me. People need to start understanding something, man. The dudes I looked up to in prison, they wasn't soft. Now, you might hear some dudes say they was soft, but you ain't gonna hear nobody say they slapped them. You ain't gonna hear nobody say they took something from them. What you think of the Keefe D situation? Man, Keefe D is a motherfucker that talks so damn much he's been putting his feet in his mouth, and everything that's transpiring in his life today is the cause of him, not nobody else. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, you got to be slow to speak and quick just to listen. Keefe D need to do more listening than he do talking. I hope he don't get caught up in nothing. And I hope he don't say nothing. But other than that, that's Keefe D business. And that's my opinion on that. You think he talked down? You think he talked down his fall? Man, check this out. And I believe you're a troll. Right? So I'm going to say this the best way I can. Ask Keefe D. Keefe D. See, that's the thumbs up. Because I can see you, my shit going to be said on somebody's content. You understand? But ask Keefe D. Do he talk too much? Yes, he does. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong talking too much when you telling the real and keeping it 100. But hey, we ain't got to exaggerate to sell ourselves. Is there any coming back from making a statement? Is that different from getting on the stand and working with the DA? Is there any coming back from making a statement? Who the fuck said it was some comeback from making a statement? Who the fuck said it's some comeback? Man, if you get a police statement and they read that statement, sometimes you ain't got to get on the stand. Yeah, I heard that. Let's listen to me, man. You ain't got to get on the stand to be a validated rat. If you gave a police a statement and that police recorded you saying that and wrote that shit down, you put yourself at risk. And ain't no coming back from that. You still a motherfucking rat. You still a motherfucking rat. A statement, like Storytime said, a statement is a statement. You understand what I'm saying? See, half of these motherfuckers think they too good for their own motherfucking britches. Police falsify police reports. If it ain't recorded or signed, don't try. Watch this. And we used to ask that, Kid Mac, in the pen. If you got a police report on them, let's see that police report. Because watch this. The police must tell you they recording you. They must tell you they recording you. They must tell you they recording you. And if you give up a statement, you got to sign that statement. You understand what I'm saying? You got to sign that statement. So these dudes need to understand, yeah, the police can falsify that shit. Right? Or the police can bust me and Kel Mac and go in there and tell Kel, well, Bam said this. What's supposed to come out of Kel Mac mouth is, well, if he said it in front of you, bring him in here, he'll say it in front of me. Because if I said it, it's obvious I'm going to have to say it on the stand. See, this is what these dudes don't get. You understand what I'm saying? But the police got to tell you they recording you. But yet you get these dudes, they go in the holding tanks, they get to talking their cases. You get a motherfucker, man, to get to talking their case in the jail cell and just met a motherfucker over some motherfucking Rocky Road candy or Milky Way. And they get to talking their whole motherfucking case without really knowing they might be talking to the motherfucking police. Or talking to a motherfucker that want to get out of jail so bad that he's soaking up every fucking thing you saying. He willing to, when you think he on the phone calling his woman or his family, he calling the police station. Because he looking for a way out. See, it's easy to break the law. It's easy to break the law. But it's harder during that time, and a lot of dudes ain't. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them being that 8 months. I can't do them 6 months. My girl gonna leave me. I'm finna do. I don't want to lose my girl. That'd be a motivating factor for some of these rats, man. They don't want to lose their woman. They think that girl gonna run off with that money they need to put in the safe at the house. They got jailhouse informants. That's what I'm saying. Story time. And that's what these dudes need to understand. I was always taught, tell it from the very beginning as a child that you don't supposed to do that. So, hey, man, I ain't never had no motherfucking crimes. And I don't want to know nobody else's case. I don't ask dudes, I ain't never had a celly and say, let me see your paperwork. Because I ain't going to give a motherfucker mines. You understand what I'm saying? There's an art to reading paperwork. The average person doesn't even understand what they are reading. A real criminal can figure it out quick. Say it again, Kel Mac. Say it again. And watch this, man. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I done seen motherfuckers alter paperwork to make a motherfucker look like he tell him. That's a tool in prison to eliminate somebody with some power. So don't never want to be the man with some influence. Because when you're the man with some influence, a person gonna come at any means that necessary to try to take you off your throne, even creating a lie. Even creating a lie. That's what I be telling y'all. You dudes say y'all playing politics and all. Politics create real bloodbaths, man. Because I done seen fake paperwork get people killed. I done seen fake paperwork get motherfuckers stabbed. I done seen loose lips get a motherfucker damn near get his head took off. So if somebody tell you, somebody tell it, keep that shit to yourself. Don't you ever bring it up, because now you're the one advertising that business. So guess who they gonna say it came from? You. Third parties create problems. So you ain't gonna never tell the story the way the story was told to you. You're gonna exaggerate the story. If a page is missing, it's missing. He's guilty. Say it again, Kev Mack. Say it again. Say it again. And then you got favoritism in that shit. Oh no, man, my homie ain't telling you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing to my homeboy. That's why I don't talk bad about them SY yards no more. Listen to me, man. Listening to my boy, how he throwing the questions and saying what he's saying in it. Kev Mack, if a page missing, you guilty. I can't talk about people on the SY yard, because watch this. Some respectable Crips and Damoos is on that SY yard. Because they done went to the board. Board say, man, you want to come home? Take your ass over there. So watch this. I commend them because they had the heart to go over there. Bam ain't got the heart to go over there. To prove to you I don't gang bang don't mean I got to go over there. I'm just not getting the write-up. That's what I'm not doing. I'm programming now. Motherfucker, so I'm telling you I ain't getting caught up in the gang shit no more. So I don't knock everybody that go to the SY yard. Everybody go to the SY yard ain't the breed. You got some dudes that really went to the SY yard because they don't want to get caught up in some bullshit, man. You can't run away from the violence in prison. Violence on the SY yard. Snitching or not, better be a man in 187 sometime for your respect. Say it again, man. I learned that from kids. That's what I'm telling you, man. The littlest motherfucker I seen with the big. I took a lot of, I watched Cubes. Watched Cubes in prison. I'm little Scarby. Scarby is not a big ass dude, man. Scarby was a little dude in structure and in weight, but the heart of a lion, the intellect of a professor, the intellect of a lawyer. He know that law hellified. You feel what I'm saying? And I learned from them. I learned from them. I learned from their mistakes. I learned from everything they did, I learned from. I don't just drop names. Them dudes is in my life. I'm a real Crip, I ain't a fake Crip. I don't shout Crip, that shit come from my heart. I can't get away from this shit. I wouldn't give a fuck what I'd accomplish in my life. I'm gonna always be known as being a Front Hood Compton Crip, man. And Crips on these YouTubes need to understand we got something in common. Kev Mack rolling 60. I'm a Front Hood. What Crip? We got the different first name but the same last name. Start treating each other with respect and dignity. Stop trying to belittle each other. Same with Damoos. It's only us. Only LA cats is doing this big bickering like some dudes down south do. But we need to stop doing this bickering. We need to stop selling our soul, chasing a dollar for these Europeans. They want to see us killing each other. I don't want to see us hurting each other no more. We our biggest motherfucking threat in the community. It ain't the fucking police. It ain't the white boy. It ain't the Hispanic dude. It's us. We our biggest motherfucking threat in our own motherfucking community. Because we don't know how to live with each other. We don't know how to compromise when it comes to us. But we can compromise with everybody else. On that note, I'm gonna lock this motherfucker down, man. This was a hell of a lie. Thank Kev Mack for tapping in. Real Inglewood Moments. Story time, solo Damu. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, man, OG Bam, love y'all. Peace, enjoy y'all day. Hit that like and subscribe. Share the content with your friends. Have them tap in to OG, the OG perspective, OG Bam, baby. Peace.